What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Drive Miami. Today we're doing something that a lot of E46 owners want to do. A rear mounted sub. Check it out. Alright, so we're going to start off here, just the basic few things you actually need. First things first, you need pretty much these things. Alright, so you got your basic things. You got your power wire for the amp, you got your ground wire for the amp, you got your remote wire that goes from the radio to the amp, you got your RCA cables that go from the radio to the amp, and then we got some speaker wires and of course a speaker and our amp. So with that, all this is basically what we need, and we'll go from there. So I'm sure you're wondering why we're using so little bit of wire. The main reason is because we don't have to route too much wiring, because we have the battery in the back since this is a BMW. So basically it's right here in the back. Everything's very, very easy to get to, so we don't need to run the risk of, running a bunch of wires and whatnot. On to the next thing. Alright, so basically what we're doing here inside the interior is we have here a 10-inch free air kicker. What we're doing, since it is a free air speaker, we're going to go ahead and build not necessarily a box, but a wall here out of our plywood, and then after that we're going to go ahead and bolt it on. But right now it's just test fitted. We wanted to see if this fits, and we figured out that a 10-inch speaker fits in there just fine. So we're going to go ahead and send it with that, and we're going to go from there. Alright, so basically what's going down right now is we got to get everything prepped so we can go ahead and run the wiring. So we got to pretty much dismantle a lot of this interior. First things first, like I said, we got to go ahead and discard this because we're not going to be needing this anymore. We could be using this in the future, but right now we're just going to go ahead and discard it. We got to go ahead and pick up the seat, pull up a little bit of the carpet, not necessarily remove, but get the center console up enough to where we go ahead and run the wires and get to the radio. Alright, so things we need to remove in this interior as well is not necessarily remove, but we gotta go ahead and pick up this center console. Once we pick up the center console, I gotta go ahead and take off this shift boot, remove this housing that goes around the shift boot, remove the AC unit, and also remove this top interior trim. So with that all gone, we're gonna have all the access we need to go ahead and run our wires. Alright, so we went ahead and already dismantled the interior. We have the seats out. We went ahead and picked this center console up. Go ahead and take a look at it from the front. This whole center console is pretty much out. We went ahead and took out the bezel. We went ahead and took out the shift boot. Not completely, we just picked it up a little bit because there's no need to take it out. Went ahead and took out the radio like we said. Look at all the trim that we went ahead and took off just right now, all this. Only thing left to do is go ahead and take out the radio and run the wires, which I'm going to show you in just a sec.
Alright, small disclaimer, we had to go ahead and take out the vent. Once we took out the AC vent, I have to go ahead and taking out these two screws. Next thing to do is go ahead and pull this radio out, put the RCA cables in and the remote cables in, and we should be fine. So let me tell you, we randomly found a snail shell that looks like a freaking turbo. See if that will focus. It's a big ass snail shell. Alright, so these are the two wires we just finished running. Just to let you guys know, this is how we ran it. We ran it from the radio, through this whole backing of where the AC unit is, this piece, this plastic piece where the holder is, all the way down, up, under the center console. We cut a little slit in the bottom towards where this area is, and then all the way out to the back, so that way it's completely invisible. Most people, what they do is they'll go ahead and they'll try to run it through the floorboard right over here. But rather than doing that, this is more direct. It takes less wires, and like I said, it's more direct. So yeah.
So pretty much what's going on right now is we went ahead and made the backing, the little wall for the speaker. We still have to tidy it up a bit. Right now we just have some screws in there temporarily. We still got to clean it up a little bit. And also one thing we're doing, we're adding a bass controller just in case. So you know, if it does get a little too loud, songs vary, whatever, you just go ahead and adjust the bass a little bit. So we're adding that, and yeah. Alright, so basically what you guys are seeing here is we're going ahead and running the wire. Same way we ran just about everything. Under the carpet, because we do not want to run it under the floorboard. So less wire the better. You guys already know. So just like I showed you earlier, this is the device I was talking about that controls the bass. This is the cord. Like I said, it's just like a phone jack, no different. It plugs in to the back. Once it's connected, you're ready to go. Simple as that. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna run it something you know, nice, where it's easily accessible, and yeah. So we got the screws in, so we don't have those ugly janky looking screws anymore. We went ahead and routed everything, so as you may see here, it is in, it works. So now it's just time to enjoy it. So with that being said, make sure to like, subscribe, stay tuned to the channel. You guys already know what to do. Drive Miami. Peace.